We are finally back to break down all the ways The Walking Dead Season 10 Episode 16 compared to Robert Kirkman's comics. From the Cliff Horde to Beta's demise to the Commonwealth soldiers, we have it all. So throw on your gut poncho, pump up the jams, and tighten your stormtrooper armor. I'm Woody Tondorf, and this is Panel to Screen. What year is it? This so-called finale is titled A Certain Doom, which shares the same name as the pivotal issue 167 and volume 28. Now, let's start with the Horde. In the show, Beta marches his COVID smashmouth crowd-sized herd to the tower and lays siege to our heroes trapped within. Look, Buckcherry was also playing as Sturgis. I'm just saying it's possible some people also came from Buckcherry. Anyway, the Smashmouth fans force the gang to quickly devise a plan, which is to split up. What is this, Fear the Walking Dead? Daryl and the gang leave to send the Horde away, others prepare a stereo wagon, while Father Gabriel holds down the fort so the others can escape. I'm not an expert in guns, but aiming with your blind eye is probably not a great start. This storyline actually combines a few scenes from the comics. In issue 163, Beta does lead his Horde to our heroes, but he does it in Alexandria, not this random tower. In fact, the show almost made this happen in 1015, but they had a Groupon to use Grady Memorial Hospital again, and it was just about to expire, and they can't just leave that money on the table. Anyway, the distraction plan from the show combines the divide and conquer strategy Dwight uses in issue 159 with the distraction strategy Rick, Maggie, Andrea, and the gang employ in issue 163. As the walkers are filtering out of town, Negan and Rick are forced to quarantine together in a house and realize they're not so different after all.
Look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
It's kind of sort of what Daryl and Negan had going on later in the episode, if you squint at it. Now on to the plan's execution. In the show, Carol, Daryl, and pretty much everyone but Beatrice sneak through the Horde like imposters in Among Us. They make their way to a very slow stereo caravan, which does an impressive job of leading away the walkers until the Whisperers catch up and destroy it like it was playing Astro Lounge by Smashmouth. Meanwhile, Gabriel conveniently gets saved by Maggie and her mute bodyguard, who I've decided is Madison from Fear because it makes no sense. The next morning, Carol leads the rest of the Horde off a cliff with the intention of sacrificing herself in the process. Lydia, who just got a news alert about the Carol Daryl show, grabs her at the last second and saves her, and presumably the spinoff. In issue 164 of the comics, Andrea summons her inner Boromir from Lord of the Rings and uses her badass Horn of Gondor to lead the walkers off a cliff with the help of Jesus, Eugene, Carl, and the others. Unfortunately, Andrea gets bitten in the process of saving Eugene and dies 3 issues later. It's this kind of major character death that comic fans were anticipating this episode, but since that death mirrors Carl's demise in season 8, hopefully we're even. Side note, at this point in the comics, Gabriel is super dead, and Maggie never left, so that was a show exclusive, baby! Now on to Beta's demise. In the episode, Negan cosplays as a Whisperer one last time to sneak attack Beta, who angrily bull rushes him into the ground. Daryl appears and plunges Beta's knives into his eyes, which somehow doesn't instantly kill him. Beta starts hearing the walkers talk dead to him and accepts his fate.
You know who that asshole was?
Yeah. Nobody.
In issue 173, titled Final Fight, Aaron and Jesus are the ones to finish Beta. At this point in the story, we were past the Whisperer War, Negan had been exiled from Alexandria, and Daryl didn't exist. Still wanting to enact his revenge, Beta sneaks up on Aaron and Jesus in the woods, leading to one of the most badass showdowns in the series. Jesus goes full man with the iron fist and kicks the shit out of him while Aaron handles the walkers. Beta pins Jesus to the ground, and Aaron shoots Beta through the side, killing him for good. Aaron tells Jesus, "You plus me equals the best," and it is so fucking badass and cute that this single moment was the one that inspired all of my rage for Jesus getting killed off prematurely. Anyways, they unmask Beta and they discover he was a former NBA player who also did big commercials. Also probably appeared on Dancing with the Stars.
Is your bum still stuck out? It looks like you're going to the toilet.
Another side note, comic loyalists will say that Beta and Negan's brief brawl in the show mirrors their fight in issue 159. Even though that was way more badass and included the emotional death of shattering Lucille, I'll let you guys have it, because you know what? You've been through enough already, and you've earned this. Please love me. Finally, we have that crazy cliffhanger at the end with the soldiers who look like stormtroopers. No, wait, I can do better. The soldiers who looked like a 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander. No, I got it. The soldiers who look like they came right out of the Community Paintball episode. Nailed it. Excellent. Let's move on. In the show, Princess Eugene and the gang finally arrive at the train yard to meet Stephanie. After waiting around for a while, they're ambushed by blinding spotlights and red and white armored soldiers surrounding them at gunpoint. Outside of some of the characters being different, this scene is almost identical to the source material. Also coming from issue 173, Michonne, Princess, Eugene, Magna, Yumiko, and Sadiq get surrounded at the train yard by stormtrooper-looking soldiers who tell them to put their hands up. We find out 2 issues later they're part of the Army of the Commonwealth, a mostly modern Ohio town with over 50,000 residents and a governor named Pamela Milton. When we get there in the show, will we find out that Georgie from season 8 is actually Pamela? Has Maggie been at the Commonwealth this whole time? And why did Dark Crystal Age of Resistance get canceled? Not enough Netflix users appreciate the seemingly impossible task of making a gritty fantasy drama with practical effects and puppets? And that wraps up all the comic comparisons for The Walking Dead season 10 sort of finale. As always, some of the story did not happen in the comics, like the tower, the gut ponchos, Beatrice's death, Eugene falling off his bike, Maggie's return, Maggie's Mysterio bodyguard, the stereo caravan, Carol's sacrifice attempt, Lydia's save, Virgil saving Connie, hashtag fuck Virgil, and the muted reunion in the woods. Also, at this point in the comics, Ezekiel, Carol, Rosita, Father Gabriel, and Judith were dead, while Daryl, RJ, Dog, Sweet Jerry, Nabila, their kids, Virgil, Alden, and hashtag baby Coco did not even exist. Also, Rick, Carl, Dwight, Sherry, Sadiq, Dante, Heath, Laura, and Jesus! We're still around. See, the two mediums are as similar as Peter Parker in the PS4 version of Spider-Man and the PS5 version. Oh my god, that kid looks 16 years old! Make sure to stay tuned to our upcoming React videos for Fear and World Beyond, and subscribe to our podcast, Talk Dead to Me. I'm Woody Sondorf. You might not hear from me until another hiatus, and I'll see you next time.